Hi everyone!
And welcome to Sonny Wants to Marry Food.
Today I'm going to make one of the most popular dishes in Peru. It's called Lomo Saltado and it's a beef stir fry. But I'm going to make a juicier version because there's nothing better than dipping in that juice in the rice the other way.
Yep, I meant to say dip the rice in the juice. I think I'm having an off day today.
So this is believed to be fusion with the Chinese heritage, like myself, which is abundant in Peru. They will never know for sure, but whoever invented this, thank you very much. Mwah.
Well, I have actually been corrected about that. It is fusion with Chinese.
Anyways, let's get cooking.
The first thing we're going to do is cut half a kilo of steak, which translates to 1.1 pounds. We're going to aim for long chunks like I'm doing right here. We're going to season with a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of cumin and a tiny sprinkle of salt. Not much because there will also be soy sauce and we will adjust later if needed. And we spread the spices evenly. And don't worry, I'm gonna wash my hands. We're going to chop 3 cloves of garlic. Then we're going to slice a red pepper julienne style, removing the seeds first. Then we're going to cut 3 tomatoes in half and remove the seeds. I usually don't peel the tomatoes, but this time is recommended because we need them to release more juice and kinda melt in with the whole mix. And we cube them. After that, we're going to chop cilantro until we obtain about half a cup. Then we're going to chop the green onions until we obtain about half a cup as well. And second last, we're going to cut my nemesis, the onion. It makes me cry every single time with no mercy. We need 1 medium red onion, but as mine is very big, I'm only going to use half of it. And we slice it julienne style as well.
I told you I always cry with the things, these damn beautiful things.
But it is a necessary evil and I'm willing to sacrifice anything for the taste of food. And last, we're going to peel and chop 2 medium potatoes. We're going to heat up oil to deep fry them. And we fry them until they are cooked and crunchy. We know they are ready when they start looking golden like this. And we're going to sprinkle some kosher salt or just regular salt. So a tiny trick. You can actually skip this step by buying them ready or using the ones to cook in the oven or even if you have leftovers from another meal. The original version uses a wok, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use a large frying pan. We're going to heat up some oil at medium-high temperature. And when it's hot, we're going to seal the steak, not cook it, just make it look brown, and we're going to put it aside. Then, in the same oil, we're going to fry the onions. I know I always want them almost caramelized, but not this time. We need them crunchy this time for this recipe. And we add the garlic. I'm going to add a tablespoon of ají amarillo, which is Peruvian yellow hot pepper. If you happen to have it fresh, you can slice it and throw it in there. If you need a replacement, you could use these Thai chili peppers or jalapenos. Just chop about a spoon and throw them in there as well. It's not the exact same flavor, but could do as replacement. Then we add 1/4 cup of wine, or you could replace with white vinegar. We're going to let it evaporate. This step is very important because if we don't, it's going to taste like alcohol. Then we're going to add the tomatoes. Let them cook until they kinda melt in like a paste. but not completely because we still want some chunks in there. In a small bowl, we're going to dilute 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, and we add it into the mix. We add a teaspoon of oregano. We add the red peppers, the cilantro, the green onions. In a small cup, we're going to dilute a cube of beef bouillon with a cup of warm or hot water, and we add it. The original version of Lomo Saltado does not have this much liquid, but I personally prefer it with more juice, as I said before. We add steak and let it simmer for a couple of minutes. And the juicy Lomo Saltado is ready to be eaten. It is usually served with fries, either mixed with a whole stir fry or on the side. And it's also served with garlic rice, which you can find a link on how to make in the video description. I'm so happy I own this big place that look more like a platter. They say I like big portions. Let's have a bite. Yum yum yum, steak is good. Now I'm dipping the rice in the juice. And good. And fries are also good. The combination of juicy, crunchy, and garlicky from the rice goes very well all together. This is probably the easiest Peruvian dish there is, so it's not a bad idea for someone who wants to make their first Peruvian dish made at home. And here's a bit of behind the scenes to prove I was really having an off day.
It's a stir fry.
And thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share the video if you liked it.